May not always see the Keykeeper, but you can certainly hear him coming. You should never let the Keykeeper know that you're going to have a day off, because if the Keykeeper finds out that you have a day off, he's going to give you all kinds of busy work to do. And the busy work that we're working on today is with our mother's van. The problem with this van is it's losing a lot of water, and it seems like maybe the radiator's got a hole in it, which would not be all that hard to believe, considering that some time ago she hit a deer with it. Maybe it punctured the radiator and it's just gotten worse over time. We're going to find out today, so stay tuned. Let's see. The Keykeeper said he's going to bet his ass that this connector is metric.
Hey, what do you know?
Well, it lives to see another day, I guess. No, you're lucky. Lucky is what you were.
No, it's just not that good.
We're going to start destroying this van in rapid-fire fashion.
That's not hard to do. You just got to kick it too hard.
Actually, I thought starting and driving it was sufficient to break something, but...
Oh, the nameplate on the front? Chrysler?
Yeah, Chrysler circled the problem on this van, at least.
Yeah, Chevy put a bow tie around it.
And Ford an oval, so... You know, really, though, I guess we're being kind of hard on this van because it does have over 180,000 miles on it, and really the only chronic problem that it's had is that the Chrysler supplied lines to the transmission cooler were just never right. I think you got something else to remove there, bud.
I don't want to take off the front splash guard. God!
See, that's not going to have to come off after all.
Don't.
Or so I think. I could be wrong, you know. I could be completely full of crap.
How about you busy yourself with finding a bucket to put all these screws in?
A bucket to put all these screws in. Now, let me see what I can do about that. Here's a bunch of buckets.
A small one.
A small one? Well, beggars can't be choosers.
I'm not just a beggar.
And they just pop out. At least in theory. Oh, there we go. There you go.
This plunger shoots down and expands this, just like a drywall screw.
Oh, okay.
A plastic cap on the end of it. It
Okay.
expands that plastic and locks that in place. So did you get me a bucket or not?
No, not yet. But I will eventually.
And all that's going to do, take that off so we have access to our transmission and our auto screws. Some wise ass broke this. Chrysler uses these little metal things that connect two plastic tabs together that hold this grill on, that separate this grill from the rest of this fascia. If you look closely, these plastic tabs align the plastic tabs on the grill, and those plastic fingers lock them together.
All right.
So we don't have to take the whole front splash clamp off.
At least not yet.
The whole front cover.
Wow, look at all those bugs and crap that are down in there between all these various and sundry radiators and cooling fins.
Okay. You know, Chrysler's probably got a tool to do this.
They probably do.
Or what you call it, their 10th power or something.
Made of unobtainium. Okay, here's proof that you can patent just about anything. The Keykeeper's going to tell us about his patented Chrysler grill removal process.
Okay, once you've got those little steel claws off, all you got to do is just hit it once and pull out.
Look at that. All right, so now we got to move to getting the main radiator out. A lot of this is
hey, all of it's 10 millimeters.
A lot of this is air conditioning related stuff. What we're interested in is right back here. I don't think you better do that.
I'm not going to do it yet until I study my lesson.
That system is at least somewhat pressurized.
Yeah, right. Okay. Whatever you say.
Let's see if there's what kind of bugs we're going to find down in there.
I think all we need to do is loosen this here. 911 on speed dial?
Oh, it should be. Should be prepared for almost anything that could come up. I don't know, how many people have ever been hurt by taking a radiator off of a car? I'm probably going to be unsurprised to learn when I research this on the internet later that it's more than you might think, because idiots are truly amazing people.
Some species on planet Earth.
This is just one of the many things that makes working on cars so much fun. Here we have a speed nut that just turns on its shaft. I'm going to try to hold it in place while the keykeeper drives the nut out.
Don't worry about that. What we're going to do now is remove this.
Alright.
And some other
I guess we're not gonna worry about that for the time being.
Oh, come on. Oh yeah, there we go. Now you can leave that off with that cool hissing sound of a turbocharger if that's what you're really after.
A very, very poor man's turbocharging setup, which is to say none at all.
Yeah.
Did you get some kind of a June bug or something? You don't want to misplace any of the smaller parts that you find when you're doing this. So just put that down there and turn back to see what the keykeeper is destroying today.
Destroying?
Yeah. Keykeeper's getting ready to find something to put the coolant in, because of all the things you don't want to do. You don't want to let the coolant just run out on the ground, because animals think it's sweet and they come to drink it and it's toxic.
Okay, well, I'm going to go out and clean this bucket out. We're going to reuse our antifreeze.
I don't know that we are. It's time for your examination. This thing looks kind of hokey, but I guess it works. I'm just emptying the overflow tank right now. It actually works surprisingly well.
It's not a coincidence that what I'm taking out of the overfill is clear.
Yeah, that's how much water we were losing out of this thing. It was just ridiculous. And our water pump has always had a bit of a weep to it, even though we've replaced it a couple of times with these allegedly lifetime warranted water pumps.
Is that
but
empty?
We're losing...
Is that empty?
I don't think so. We're losing a lot more water than that now. Yeah, I think you're going to have to put that in there if you can. Pump it out that way. We may even have to pull the hoses off to get all of it out. Well, there was just a little bit of antifreeze in it. Not very much. Working with nature always makes your job easier.
Until the wind blows.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be too bad. That's just beautiful. Just siphon that baby out.
I bet you that doesn't even have 4 gallons of water in it.
I don't know. Looks like it's running down again. I think we're near the end.
But it doesn't have any in it at all.
The Keykeeper and I finally managed to do it, although the Keykeeper did a lot more of the dirty work than I did. We finally got the blasted radiator out of this van, and we took it to a radiator shop where we were told that it was most definitely bad. Now we've got to put it all the way back together.
Okay.